friends, this is Edu Deepak, and you are looking also into the channel Edu Deepak, which is the main motive is education. So this is the hash 032 video, that means the 32nd video in this series, and this series consists of physics estimated questions and the model questions and the weightage wise questions. And this is the 7th question and 8th question regarding motion in a straight line chapter, and these are 4 marks questions. Previously we have completed first, second, third chapters, 2 marks, and problems regarding second chapter. You can check it in the icon or in the description or in the channel Edu Deepak. So being late, so let us enter into the session. 7th one. A ball is dropped from the roof of a tall building and simultaneously another ball is thrown horizontally with some velocity from the same roof. So a ball is dropped and another ball is also simultaneously dropped with respect to the first ball, that is thrown horizontally. So the diagram will be like this. So this is the building, assume that this is the building, tall building, and a ball is dropped from here and a ball is simultaneously thrown like this. So both reach the ground. So they are asking us which will reach the ground first. So this is the straight line path and this is the trajectory of a projectile. This is the parabola and is the straight line. So this is normal equation and this equation. So these equations will be in this lesson, and this are motion in a plane. So explain your answer. So both fall at same time. So this is thrown and this is dropped. So dropped from roof and this is thrown. So we have to follow a simple formula, that is S equal to ut plus half at square. So in this formula the components will be there. So here S equal to, here these whole will become after the calculation part. So u will become 0, so whole will become 0, and here S is equal to h, and here half it is freely falling, so g and t square, h equal to half gt square, and then the equation will turn into, here 2 will get transport to h, so here multiplying, so it will divide 2h by g, so here t square is there now, so root 2h by g, t1 equal to root 2h by g. And in the second one, parabolic, which is thrown ball is, so it is a ball only now, thrown ball is taken as ux equal to u cos theta, that means in the parabolic we can study this, and uy equal to u cos theta, u sin theta, and a equal to g, and as it is s equal to sy, that means y component, that is in this no components are added, but here in this parabolic all are taken. So this is y, this is x, y, x, x, y. So all components, so xy components are taken in the parabolic. So we have to add sy, ux, uy, so t plus half gt2 square. So here it is 1, 1, 1, here is t1. So nextly it will be like this, same as thisly it will get, and t2 equal to root 2h by g, as it isly, but we have to write the components as sy, uy, and here no change. So a equal to g, so this component will become 0 and these components will become 0 in that also, and half gt square. So here s after sy after h. So same like that we have to do the problem, and here we can equate this, and t1 equal to t2, so they fall the ground at same timing, so they fall the two balls fall in same timing. And eighth question is, a ball is dropped from a building and simultaneously another ball is projected upwards. The diagram will be like this, students. So this is the diagram. So a ball is dropped, so with velocity v1. So this is the constant velocity, students, and v2 ball is sent upwards. So velocity. So a ball is dropped from a building, simultaneously another ball is projected upwards, and same velocity. These are same velocities. v1 is equal to v2. That means they are given us v1 equal to v2. Describe the change in relative velocities of balls as a function of time. So simply we have to substitute the formulas. Therefore u1 and here u2 and v1. So this for u1 and this for u2 and v1 for dropped one and v2 for sending up one. So here totally acceleration will become g. So we have to substitute the first formula, that is v1 equal to u1 plus gt and v2 equal to u2 plus gt. That means t1 and t2 they are, so here also I am writing t1 and t2. Therefore equation 1 minus equation 2. So they are asking with respect to velocities to the function of time. So 1 minus 2, then here v1 minus v2 is equal to u1 minus u2, and when we take common the g, that is g taking common from these, then it will become t1 plus t2. So t1 plus t2, as it's there t2. So and hereafter we have v1 minus v2 and here 0 minus u2, that is so when this term gets this side, so minus, and that is equal to g into t1 plus t2. So the relative change in velocities of balls is equal to the function of time. This is the relation they asked us. So they described us. They want to be described us. So if you like the video and comment your opinion on my videos, and subscribe my channel to get latest updates, and click on the bell icon and put it in the all options, students. Stay tuned for my videos. Thanks for watching, students.